It is inspired mostly by my uncle, who was a poor Black drag queen living in Albany, Georgia. And he died of AIDS when I was about 16, and it really affected me. It is an AIDS play that centers Black, poor, queer people in rural cities in the South. And I think that that is special, and a story that I don't hear a lot of, and I hope to hear more of them. The trick of this play is that it has drag in the title, and the two main characters are drag queens, and there's lots of drag in the show, but the show isn't about drag at all. The show is just about two Southern people who are both queer, and they're trying to figure out how to deal with this sickness that they have. And one person is a Black person and one person is a white person, and the way that the sickness affects their lives is very different. That's what the play's about. And the drag element is just this character's way of organizing the world, because this character sees themselves as Joan Crawford, as Diana Ross. You know what I mean? Writing this play was a relief, I think, more than anything, because it's a story. I used to say to my friends back in college that I was going to write one play. This was my story to tell. I'm not a playwright, but I just felt like I had to tell my uncle's story in a way that he would want it to be told. So it felt sort of like, oh, finally, I got it off my chest. And then what I discovered was, through writing this play, that I have a lot more stories to tell as well. And so I'm sort of in a place now where I am writing all the time, and I feel this great creative spirit. The muse is flowing through me for the time being. In so many ways, drag in this play is a tool that the character, Courtney Anthony, the character based on my uncle, that this character views the world, and that this character is able to deal with their life and eventual death. And how useful that drag is for them is something that I guess we'll see when we do the show. I don't even know, really. I'm still figuring out, like, the line between this character using drag as a shield and this character using drag as a mask. You know, I think that sort of gender performance makes Black culture, like, ripe for gender questioning. And Black people are so performative anyway that it makes sense that if we're going to question gender at all, that we would question it through a performative lens. So I think that's part of the reason that drag is so vital to queer Black people. Up to this point, it feels so cool, because even though it's not literally his life, I have to say that so that my mom and my grandma aren't like, I didn't say that, I didn't do that, I would never say, I wouldn't wear that, you know what I mean? So it's not literally their life, but it really feels like I'm doing a service to this person who I think deep down inside would love to be performing in Chicago for sold-out audiences. You know, so it's really cool that I can give him that. I can have people walking down the streets of Chicago knowing his name.